In this video, we're going to talk about how you set up your space appropriately for a seated meditation practice. The first thing I want to talk about is the room that you do your meditation in. Ideally, I want you to create a dedicated space for this, a space that's different than your workspace. When you create that dedicated space, you then start to look at that space and only associate it with that feeling that you get in your body when you do meditation. Second thing I want to talk about is smells, because the olfactory response is one of the most powerful recognition and anchoring responses that we have available to us. Imagine you're walking down a street and out of nowhere, you just catch this whiff and immediately you're back in your childhood. Scents go directly into the brain. And so that means that the olfactory response is incredibly powerful and we can use that to our advantage. For instance, when you do your meditation practice, you burn some incense or you have some nice essential oils or you have some sort of scent. If you smell that smell while you are meditating and you get into that calm state in your body, that means that the moment that you smell that smell outside, your body will naturally put you back into that meditative state. The third aspect that I want to talk about is sound. If you've ever been to a meditation class before, sometimes they ring a bell. If every single time before meditation you hear a bell ring, over time your brain is going to associate that sound of that bell means it's time to meditate. Now, it doesn't have to be a bell. You could take out your phone and get a nice little chimer. There's all kinds of different apps that you can use for timers for meditation. When you click start, it'll ring a bell. And then when you're done with your meditation, it'll ring that bell again. And this leads me to my final piece, a timer. It is so important when you're meditating to have a timer. We're going to be doing a 10-minute meditation daily. Here's what tends to happen. We go into meditation. How long have I been meditating for? This is just your brain trying to get out of doing what it is that you really want to do. We have to be able to bypass that natural behavior of the brain. One of the ways that we do that is we set a timer. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is a physical anchor. And we're going to be using the physical anchor of just touching our thumb and our index finger together. When you're sitting in meditation, I want you to take either your right or your left hand, and I want you to just simply touch your thumb and your finger together. As you go into meditation more and more and more, you will link this action to the meditative state itself. I want you to imagine that you're at work and you're trying to solve a problem and you just can't seem to figure it out. Your mind's running a million miles a second all over, everything's bouncing around. Oh wait, I have my anchor. So you touch your fingers together, and out of nowhere, just like in meditation, all the thoughts start to dissipate and you can focus your mind on what it is that you want to focus your mind on. And people around you are looking and saying, "How did you do that so fast?" And you're like, consistency of your practice is what's going to be key to mastering mindfulness. But you don't have to do it alone. At the end of this week, I'm going to issue a little bit of a challenge for you. It's a 6-month meditation challenge that we're going to be doing as a community together. If you want to really build the consistency in your practice, I highly recommend that you take on this challenge. Set that space up, and then when you're ready, go ahead and click to the next video. That way, we can go through the guided meditation together. So I'll see you in the next video.